Hey guys, Jordy with Dark Cabin Theories here. A little disclaimer for this video. There's multiple accounts of this case and multiple rabbit holes. I only go down one that I personally feel is semi the most accurate. I've followed this story for a while and have heard many different things. Any information or side to the story you'd like to add, please comment down below. I'd love to hear more about this case. Other than that, let's begin. Asha Degree was born August 5th, 1990 in Shelby, North Carolina. Asha and her family were a close-knit family who were popular in their community, regularly attending church and school events. Now our story starts on a Sunday, February 13th of 2000. The Degree family would come home that afternoon from church and spending time with their family. While spending time with their family, the power would go out, but they lived right across the street, so it was no big deal. Now, a car had struck a light pole, causing a power outage to the whole addition. Now, I do apologize about my voice. With a change in weather, I guess it's getting my sinuses acted up, so I got a little bit of sinus congestion and all that good stuff. But when they got home, it was around 9 p.m., Asha's mother would send Asha and her brother O'Brien to bed. Now they shared a room. That is an important detail you'll need later. And also another discretion. I've heard the girl's name pronounced Asha and Asha, so I'm not sure which one is right. Comment down below, let me know which one is right, because I've heard multiple. The next morning, Asha's mother, Aquila, would go to wake up the kids. She planned on giving them a bath, since the night previous the power was out and she couldn't. Now, Aquila would find Asha's bed empty. This would send her into kind of a frenzy. I mean, could she be in another room of the house? Where could she be? Frantically looking, she could not find Asha anywhere, so she immediately called 911. A missing child search was underway before 8 a.m. Being so popular in the community, lots of people around would volunteer. The local news would also announce the missing child search, prompting numerous calls and reports about seeing Asha on the side of the road. One man who reported seeing Asha said that he passed her, and as he turned around, she had ran off into the woods. About a mile away, at an upholstery shop, they would find some of Asha's belongings in a tool shed behind the shop. Now, the question police were asking themselves is, who packed this bag for Asha? Could she have packed it herself? Was she really seen walking down the side of the road alone? Unfortunately, all of these questions would never be answered, as the search would turn up nothing. The last known possible sighting of Asha Degree would be a witness testimony that they saw Asha getting into an older green car. This would lead police to a dead end, as it was pretty much silent for the next year, until police would find her backpack buried at a construction site. Now, how they knew it was hers is the backpack had her library books in it and a shirt. Now, the shirt was strange because when they showed it to the family, it did not belong to Asha. Now, like I said in the beginning, this case has a lot of rabbit holes, people accusing the parents, even with them being cleared by the local police and the FBI, as well as their 20-year cooperation to the case. People also blame family friends, family, neighbors, and even someone at the church who people say is quote-unquote known for grooming children. And one of the most absurd ones is alien abduction. Now, the facts that we know, Asha left sometime between the hours of 12 a.m. and 3 a.m. with her book bag. Unknown if she was alone or not. 2 eyewitnesses who claimed to see her walking down the road around 4 a.m. that morning saw her alone. Her book bag was found 30 miles away containing her books she checked out from the library, but it also contained a shirt that did not belong to her. Or did it belong to her, and the family didn't recognize it? If it didn't belong to her, where did it come from? And also, we gotta consider that her and her brother shared a room. I cannot find any information on what he saw that night. Now, another thing that I see contradictory is that multiple interviews with the mother screw up the timeline. One has Harold, Asha's father, sending her to bed. Another has him coming home from work at around 11 to 12. And then another has Asha falling asleep in the living room, not her room. Now, I would consider the interviews that are older and closer to the event to be truer, because given benefit of the doubt, it is hard to remember finer details from 20 plus years ago. Now, considering the eyewitness testimonies of 2 separate people, I personally would paint a story like this. I believe Asha had packed her bags to do something unknown. She would venture out to what I assume going to a friend's house and would get lost on her way. This would all take place between the hours of 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. The last time she was seen by her family, and the timeline from the eyewitness testimonies. Now we need to place her getting into that green car, and also placing her at the upholstery shop. I would place her there between 2 a.m. to 5 a.m., considering it is a mile from her house. Now, her getting into the green car would be around 3 to 6 a.m. Now, my story kind of splits into 2 different parts here. It could be this, it could be this. One is her uncle owned a green car similar to the one described by the witnesses. And the second, the pastor's son, who is also quote-unquote known for grooming, owned a car that fits the description as well. Why do I lean towards the pastor's son more than the uncle? Is because on August 7th of 2002, he was charged. The pastor's son was charged with indecency with a minor and kidnapping a minor. He is a registered SO. My source, North Carolina SO registry. Lastly, she got into the car, according to eyewitnesses. She was not forced, so it was definitely someone she knew. The only problem with the green car eyewitness testimony is it was made years after the case went cold and was reopened. Now, why did the eyewitness who saw the green car hold back for so many years on making the report? Could it be because she knew the person in the green car and she was trying to protect them? Why did Asha leave home in the first place? What do you think happened to Asha? Comment down below. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.